There are three things which you can't hide on this earth: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And the truth of the matter is that there is serious fallout in Kenya Kwanza. And if William Ruto will do nothing about that fallout, then it's going to explode very soon. I was reading a news article today on The Nation, and it's titled, "Ignore Sakaja and Stay Put. Defy Gachagua tells Matatu and club owners." And the article, let me just read for you a part of this article. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has asked Matatu operators and other business people to remain put and continue with their businesses, assuring them of government protection. Is proceeding. Let me just go another part here. Speaking during an interview on Sunday, the DP said removing Matatus from CBD is locking out a lot of people and businesses, noting that people making noise on the congestion of Nairobi do not set foot in town, but rather live in the outskirts of the city in Runda and Karen. The part here is saying, "I do not have any problem with anyone, but anyone who feels there should be change or shift in status quo, they should first consider how it shall change the lives of Kenyans and have a dialogue with the decision." That's not the most important thing. There's a part here. Now, this is what is concluding. "I want to tell people this. Keep on with your business. The government under stewardship of President William Ruto has you covered and protected. Our government will not allow you to be anyone, regardless of who they call themselves, to ruin your business." You know, when he's calling Sakaja as anyone, regardless of who you call yourself, I want us to look at why Rigathi Gachagua would actually tell Matatu and club owners to ignore Sakaja. Because Sakaja is the governor for Nairobi, who is a member of the UDA party. Rigathi Gachagua is the deputy president, UDA party. William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya, UDA party. Why would he tell these people publicly? Because one thing is clear. When Sakaja was campaigning, he made a promise to Kenyans that he wanted a city of order in Nairobi.
So that we can serve our people with dignity. So that we can have a city of order and dignity. Ile kanjo ya zamani iliisha, si kweli?
And when he began this idea of closing down bars and bringing order in the Matatu sector, William Ruto actually expressed his support, full support to Sakaja.
Re-engineering our country. Just to assure my young brother Sakaja of Nairobi that please keep the noise away from our children. You have our support. You have our support in ensuring that our city, I know I have discussed with you this before, and you have my support in ensuring that we reorganize the city, we make the city work for all the city residents, and ensure that the standards of the city of Nairobi are the standards of the capital city of Kenya. We will shortly, in fact by this Friday, I will be appointing a Nairobi Rivers Commission.
So the question is, why would now Rigathi Gachagua, knowing so well that William Ruto had publicly supported Sakaja's move, why would he also go publicly to issue these orders? Before we go into all those details, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or to press that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let me give you the real and the hidden truth. Why Sakaja is asking the Matatu owners and bar owners to ignore Sakaja. For the record, he's not asking the Matatu and bar owners. Rigathi Gachagua is asking the Kikuyu businessmen in Nairobi to ignore Sakaja. Why is he doing that? Number one, He wants to provoke Ruto to support Sakaja again. Because Ruto will be forced now to make a stand on the issue of closure of bus and Matatus. Sakaja is implementing a proposal which they had agreed with the President of the Republic of Kenya. And for those who listened to politics very closely, just the other day, Musalia Mudavadi reminded Kenyans that there is only one government, the government for William Ruto. So why would Rigathi Gachagua then ask these people to ignore Sakaja while he knows so well that Ruto had actually supported Sakaja? So he wants to provoke Ruto to see whether Ruto will still side with Sakaja or blackmail Ruto to leave Sakaja on his own. So for me, I think the whole thing is about provoking William Samoei Arap Ruto. So that's number one. Number two, I also tend to think that he's also sending a coded message to William Ruto that the people who made you the president of the Republic of Kenya are these same people you are now asking Sakaja to remove. Remember, Uhuru Kenyatta tried to bring some order in Nairobi by evicting some traders from one place to another. And that is what William Ruto and the group took advantage of. And probably because now they are in power, they are forgetting where they came from. And Rigathi Gachagua is now reminding them that the same people you want to remove from the city, the same people you don't want to do businesses in Nairobi, are the same one you met during campaigns, are the same one you promised to support their businesses. You are the same one you promised to protect. Please respect the Kikuyu. That is the message. Because otherwise, Rigathi Gachagua would have used other avenues. The first time he made a comment on this, he was in Nyeri. Yesterday, he was in some TV station in the mountain. And remember, it's coming at a time when Rigathi Gachagua has been offering prayers facing Mount Kenya, which means he's a man on a mission. And just the other day, he promised to organize a mother of all welcoming party for William Ruto. And like 4 months later after the elections, why would they do that? It means he has certain objectives. So he wants to remind Ruto of the support of the Kikuyu nation. Number three, I think there is a serious fallout in Kenya Kwanza. And that fallout is between Mudavadi and Rigathi. Rigathi believes very strongly that Sakaja is being used to advance the fallout. So he's going straight for Sakaja to see whether Sakaja will defy. Because just the other day, before Rigathi offered this interview, Sakaja had also responded to these allegations of a fallout. And Sakaja was very clear that for him, he doesn't see any problem with Rigathi Gachagua, only that there are some people who are keen on creating that particular wage. So the truth is, between Rigathi and Mudavadi, there's a fallout. And that fallout is by design. William Ruto has designed or has engineered a fallout between Rigathi and Mudavadi so that he can checkmate them. If Mudavadi is going this way, he can side with Rigathi. If Rigathi is going this way, he can side with Mudavadi. That's exactly what he is doing. And number four, I also tend to think that Rigathi Gachagua is also keen on becoming the Kikuyu kingpin. So he wants to win the support of the Kikuyus. How do you win the support of the Kikuyus? You win the support of the Kikuyus by appearing as if you are the only one who can protect their interest. Which takes us to Uhuru Kenyatta. How did Uhuru become the face of Kikuyu? How did he win the support of the Kikuyus? You go back to 2007 election. We had a post-election violence. And after that post-election violence, something happened. Uhuru was taken to The Hague. Why was Uhuru taken to The Hague? Uhuru was taken to The Hague because he was alleged to have funded the youths who retaliated on the attacks in Nakuru, Naivasha, Nairobi, and other places. So Uhuru was viewed as someone who had that ability and the capacity to protect the interest of the Kikuyu. When Uhuru left power, the question always was, who would be able to protect the interest of the Kikuyu nation? By interfering with the businesses in Nairobi, the people who will be affected most are the Kikuyus. So by coming out to defend it, definitely what Rigathi is doing, he's trying to appeal to the emotions of those traders, and therefore he will automatically win the support of the Kikuyu nation. So he wants to be their leader, and is doing this, is fighting Sakaja strategically to win the support of the Kikuyu nation. Remember, in one of my videos, I had opined that even Ruto is not comfortable with Rigathi, because Rigathi wants to take charge of the Kikuyu nation. Ruto wants the Kikuyu nation to be with him, but directly, not through Rigathi Gachagua. And number 5, in my view, I'm looking at post-Ruto politics. Rigathi Gachagua is a schemer, and is understanding that if all these schemes by Sakaja to remove Matatus were to be successful, to tame bars in estate were to be successful, then so many people would actually support him for that. And therefore, we will create a name. So when 2032 will come, because in one of my videos, I had actually opined that Sakaja is William Ruto's wildcard against Mount Kenya blackmail. So Sakaja shall have made a name as someone who brought order and dignity to the city, as someone who can actually make things work. And that success, he can use it to leverage on his 2032 presidential bid. Rigathi is keen on 2032, which means he would not want Sakaja to succeed. And probably the reason he's talking this is to create a wedge between Sakaja and the Kikuyu voters, so that when 2027 will come, Sakaja will be defeated, and therefore he will exit political scene ahead of 2032 politics. So I'm looking at post-William Ruto's politics. Number 6 is that, for me, Rigathi is simply reminding Ruto about the Kikuyu votes. Please don't play with the Kikuyu votes. These people give you votes because of what you understand. And lastly, I also tend to think that Rigathi doesn't want to fall for the same mistakes which Uhuru Kenyatta found himself in. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta appeared as someone who was fighting Kikuyu businesses, and it was easy to come up with those propaganda. Rigathi must now appear as if he's the defender of those businesses, because if he's not talking, he will be asked, why didn't you talk? And later on, someone will say that probably he didn't talk because he was eating. So Rigathi Gachagua is not falling for the traps which Uhuru Kenyatta fell for. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you, guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.